What's happening, guys? Francesco here. So I wanted to talk about this HST credit. I've been seeing a lot of posts about it. I actually heard a developer make a radio commercial about it this morning. So to be clear, it's still only open to first-time buyers, as only the federal portion of the legislation has passed. Ontario has presented it, but it still hasn't passed for all yet. So let's just be clear on that. It's still only open to first-time buyers. Also, in our office meeting I had yesterday with my agents, we were discussing this, and some of the agents were saying, a lot of people without this credit can't buy. So we were doing a big discussion, and what I'm saying is, you have to apply for this credit, so you still have to have the money up front in order to purchase. And if you don't qualify without this credit, then the chances are you shouldn't be buying. As realtors, we have to advise our clients first and make sure they're making the most educated, informed decision. So the way it works is they have to apply to the CRA for the credit. And as Treb states in an article they put out to us, that it has to be substantially finished. Now, the CRA hasn't set out how substantial it needs to be in order to get this credit. There's a lot of criteria you have to pass in order to receive this credit. So it's very a gray area, because CRA can actually deny the credit should you not meet the specific criteria they're asking for. So it's not a buyer beware, it's just an education. You need to be educated on this. So I do urge buyers, first-time buyers that are looking to do this, to really get all the information before you move forward with this. And if you need this credit to actually qualify to purchase the home, then maybe you should be considering a resale home, because we also discussed with this tax credit, and if the Ontario government actually brings their for all people credit in, the full HST, then that will drive the price of resale homes down. So obviously a new product is always more expensive than a used product or a resale product, such as a home. So with this credit, it will drive the price of resale homes down, which is not necessarily a good thing for sellers, but as the new product gets that credit, it will actually push the overall price of a resale homes down. Not a lot, but it will, because there's closer competition versus new versus resale. So realtors, what we discussed is have these conversations with your client, that if they need this credit to qualify, and they really heart set on a new home. When you're buying a new home, you need the money in phases, and you talk to your pre-construction expert. They will tell you need certain percentage at certain times, so you got to have that money ready. Also with a resale, but resale you get it sooner, and it's not 3 years down the road. So this credit, sorry to take off topic, this credit is really helping investors that do have the money and can wait. But if you're a first-time buyer, and maybe you just got married, or whatever, you want to get into the market, consider resale, as the prices of those resale homes are coming down as the numbers show. Consider the resale product, especially resale condos. We're not seeing a lot of condos for sale, but the ones that are for sale are really aggressively priced for the market. So that's my piece of advice. That's what we talked about in my office meeting yesterday. So really ask your realtor and make sure they give you all the facts. And realtors, just do your research, because as much as we want to promote this great incentive, because it really is a great incentive to kind of get buyers back into the market, really do your research and really educate your buyers and your sellers, because if someone's considering to sell to buy something new, educate them on the full scope of the program before you move forward with it, because they may not qualify for it. So anyways, have a great day. I'm actually in our new social media room at our head office in Markham, so it's open to all our realtors. It's completely free. We have a great setup. This is one of the backgrounds. We have black and white. But anyways, that's just touching on our social media room. So have a great day, have a great weekend, and educate yourselves, educate your buyers and your sellers, realtors. Have a great day.